In the quiet village of Waltham, nestled amidst the rolling hills of England, lived a teenage girl named Johanna Ferrour. The daughter of a humble peasant, she spent her days toiling in the fields, her hands calloused from the labor that defined her existence. Yet, within Johanna's heart burned a fierce spirit, a yearning for justice that was stifled by the weight of feudal oppression. As the year 1381 unfolded, the seeds of rebellion began to sprout in her mind, nurtured by whispered tales of discontent and the cries of her fellow villagers for a better life. The Peasants' Revolt ignited when the government imposed a poll tax, a burden too heavy for the impoverished to bear. The injustice stirred Johanna's soul, and she felt an unquenchable fire urging her to act. The village square became her stage as she rallied her friends and neighbors, her voice rising above the murmurs of fear that had silenced them for too long. "We are more than serfs," she declared, her eyes ablaze with conviction. "We are the backbone of this land, and we deserve to be heard." As the movement gained momentum, Johanna emerged as an unlikely leader. With her charisma and determination, she inspired others to join the cause, and soon a band of rebels gathered, united by a shared dream of freedom. They marched from village to village, their numbers swelling with each passing day, chanting for rights long denied and for the end of the oppressive feudal system. Johanna, at the forefront, was not merely a figurehead. She was the embodiment of their collective anger and hope. The march to London was fraught with danger, yet Johanna pressed on, her resolve unyielding. Upon reaching the city, a sense of exhilaration mingled with trepidation gripped her. The towering walls of the city loomed above, a stark reminder of the power they sought to dismantle. With a rallying cry, she led her followers to the gates, where they were met with both awe and resistance. But the tide had turned. The people of London, tired of their own oppression, joined the cause, swelling their ranks. In the heart of the city, the rebels seized the opportunity to strike at the very foundations of feudal power. Johanna, fueled by a mix of rage and desperation, led a group of determined young women and men to the temple, the seat of the law and the very embodiment of their subjugation. There they set fire to the documents that bound them in servitude, watching as the flames consumed the contracts and records that had dictated their lives for far too long. Each burning page was a symbol of liberation, a defiance against the chains that had held them captive. Yet as the flames flickered and danced, so too did the hopes of the rebellion. The initial fervor began to wane as the forces of the crown rallied against them. Johanna, undeterred by the growing chaos, stood firm, her voice a beacon for those who still believed in the dream of equality. "We have begun something that cannot be undone," she proclaimed. "Even if we fall today, our voices will echo through the ages." Despite the eventual suppression of the revolt, Johanna's impact resonated far beyond the flames of that fateful day. History, in its cruel way, often erases the contributions of women, and Johanna Ferrour's name faded into obscurity. Yet, in the hearts of those who remember, she is a symbol of courage and defiance, one of medieval England's boldest rebels. Her story, though unwritten in the annals of history, lives on in the whispers of those who dare to challenge the status quo. Johanna Ferrour, the teenage peasant girl who dared to dream of a world where no one was bound by the chains of feudalism, remains a testament to the power of the human spirit. Her legacy is a reminder that even the most humble among us can ignite a revolution and challenge the very fabric of oppression.